Hare Krishna. So, anyone who would like to read can raise their hands. Yes, please go ahead, Harita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you. Wish you all a happy Rama Ekadashi to all the devotees. Um, Okay, Mataji. Um, Yudhishthir Maharaj said, O Janardana, O protector of all beings, what is the name of Ekadashi that comes during the dark fortnight, Krishna Paksha of the month of Kartik, October, November? Please impart this sacred knowledge to me. The Supreme Lord Sri Krishna then spoke as follows. O lion among the kings, please listen as I narrate to you the Ekadashi that occurs during the dark part of the month of Kartik is called Rama Ekadashi. It is most auspicious for it at once eradicates the greatest sins and awards one the passage to the spiritual abode. I shall now narrate to you its history and glories. There once lived a famous king of the name Muchkunda who was friendly to Lord Indra, the king of heavenly planets, as well as with Yamaraja, Varuna, and Vibhishana, the pious brother of demon Ravana. Muchukunda always spoke the truth and constantly rendered devotional service to me. Because he ruled according to religious principles, there were no disturbances in his kingdom. Muchkunda's daughter was named Chandrabhaga after a sacred river, and the king gave her in marriage to Shobana, the son of Chandrasena. One day, Shobana visited his father in law's place on the auspicious Ekadashi day. The visit made Shobana's wife Chandrabhaga quite anxious, for she knew that her husband was physically very weak and unable to bear the austerity of a day long fast. She said to him, my father is very strict about following Ekadashi. On Dasami, the day before Ekadashi, he strikes a large kettle drum and announces nobody should eat on Ekadashi, the sacred day of Sri Hari. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Janama Mataji, please go ahead.
When Shivana heard the sound of the kettle drum, he said to his wife, "Oh, beautiful one, what am I to do now? Please tell me how I can save my life and obey your father's strictness at the same time satisfy for our guests." Chandrabhaga then spoke, "My dear husband, in my father's house, nobody, not even the elephants or horses, what to speak of consenting human beings, eats on Ekadashi. Indeed, none of the animals are given their ration of grains, leaves, or straw, or even water on Ekadashi, the sacred day of Sri Hari. So how can you escape fasting? My beloved husband, if you must eat something, then you should leave here at once. Now, with firm conviction, decide on what you have to do." Prince Shobana then said, "I have decided to fast on the sacred Ekadashi day. Whatever my fate is, it will surely come to pass." Deciding thus, Shobana attempted to fast on this Ekadashi, but he became unbearably disturbed with excessive hunger and thirst. Eventually, the sun set in the west, and the arrival of the auspicious night made all the Vaishnava very happy. O Yudhishthira, all the devotees enjoyed worshipping me, Sri Hari, and remaining awake all through the night. But Prince Shibana that night became absolutely unbearable.
Thank you, Mataji. Sudhakar Prabhu, please go ahead.
Indeed, indeed, when the sun rose on Dwadasi, that Prince Shobana was dead. King Muchukanda observed his son-in-law's funeral, ordering a large stack of wood he assembled from the fire. But he instructed his daughter Chandrabhaga not to join her husband on the funeral pyre. Thus, Chandrabhaga, after performing all the purificatory process and procedures for honoring her deceased husband, continued to live in her father's house. Lord Sri Krishna continued, O best of the kings, Yudhishthira, even though Shobana died because of observing the Rama Ekadashi, the merit that he acquired enabled him after death to become the ruler of the kingdom high on the peak of Mandrachala mountain. This kingdom was like a city of the demigods. very lustrous, with unlimited jewels set in the walls of the buildings that gave off light. The pillars were made of rubies and gold, inlaid with diamonds shone everywhere. As King Shobana sat upon a throne beneath a pure white canopy, fanned him with yak-tail whisks. Should I continue or other people?
Yes, Prabhuji, you can continue. It's a long Mahatmya.
Okay. A stunning crown rested upon his head, beautiful earrings adorned his ears, a necklace graced his throat, and visual armlets and bracelets encircled his arms. He was served by the Gandharvas, the best of heavenly singers, and Apsaras, celestial dancers. Verily, he resembled a second Indra. One day, a Brahmin named Soma Sharma, who lived in Muchkanda's kingdom, happened upon Shobana's kingdom while traveling to various places of pilgrimage. The Brahmin saw Shobana in all his resplendent glory and thought he might be the son in law of his own king Muchkanda. When Shobana saw the Brahmin approaching, he immediately rose up from his seat and welcomed him. After Shobana has paid his respectful obeisances, he asked the Brahmin about his well-being and about the health and welfare of his, that is Shobana's father-in-law, his wife, and all the residents of the city. Somasharma then said, O king, all the residents and subjects are well in your father-in-law's kingdom, and Chandraganda and you, your other family members, are also quite well. Peace and prosperity region throughout the kingdom.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Nutan Mataji, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mataji. But there is one thing. I am quite astonished to find you here. Please tell me about yourself. Nobody has ever seen such a beautiful city as this. Kindly tell me how you obtained it. King Shobana then began to tell his story. Because I observed the Rama Ekadasi, I was given this splendid city to rule over. But for all of its grandeur, it is only temporary. I beg you to do something to correct this deficiency. You see, this is only an ephemeral city, a place of this material world. How may I make its beauties and glories permanent? Kindly reveal this to me by your instructions. The Brahmin then asked, why is this kingdom unstable and how will it become stable? Please fully explain this to me and I shall try to help you. Shobana then answered, because I fasted on the Rama Ekadashi without any faith, this kingdom is impermanent. Now, here, how it can become permanent. Please return to Chandrabhaga, the beautiful daughter of King Muchkunda, and tell her what you have seen and understood about this place and about me. Surely, if you are a pure hearted Brahmin, tell her this my city will soon become permanent. Thus, the Brahmin returned to his city and related the entire episode to Chandrabhaga, who was both surprised and overjoyed to hear this news of her husband. She said, O Brahman, is this a dream you have seen, or is it actually a factual thing? Soma Sharma, the Brahmin, replied, O princess, I have seen your late husband face to face in that wonderful kingdom which resembles a realm of denizens of heaven's playgrounds. But your former husband has asked me to relate to you that he says that his kingdom is unstable and could vanish into thin air at any moment. Therefore, he hopes you can find a way to make it permanent. May I continue, Mataji?
Sure, Mataji.
Chandrabhaga then asked, O sage among the Brahmins, please take me to that place where my husband resides at once, for I greatly desire to see him again. Surely I shall make his kingdom permanent with the merit that I have acquired by fasting on every Ekadashi throughout my life. Please reunite us at once again. It is said that one who reunites separated persons also obtains very great merit. The humble Brahmin Somasharma then led Chandrabhaga to Shobana's effulgent kingdom. Before reaching it, however, they stopped at the foot of Mount Mandarachala, at the sacred ashram of Vamadev. Upon hearing their story, Vamdev chanted hymns from the Vedas and sprinkled holy water from his Samanya Argya upon Chandrabhaga. By the influence of that great Rishi's rites, the merit she had acquired by fasting for so many Ekadashis made her body transcendental. Ecstatic, her eyes beaming in wonder. Chandrabhaga continued on her journey. When Shobhana saw his thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Can I read one passage?
Oh, yes, Mataji. Go ahead.
When Shobana saw his wife approaching him high on the mountain Mandarachal, he was overwhelmed with joy and called out to her in great happiness and jubilation. After she arrived, he seated her on his left side, and she said to him, "Oh dear Pati Guru, please listen as I tell you something that will benefit you greatly. Since I was 8 year old, I have fasted regularly with full faith on every Ekadasi. If I transfer you all merit, if I transfer you all merit I have accumulated, your kingdom will surely become permanent, and its prosperity will grow and grow until the coming of the great inundation." Lord Sri Krishna then continued to address Yudhishthira as follow. "O Yudhishthira, in this way, Chandrabhaga, who was uh, beautifully decorated with the finest ornaments and had executively transcendental body, at last enjoyed a peace and happiness with her husband." Yeah, anybody can continue. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Would anyone else like to continue? Okay. I can finish it, Mataji. By the potency of Rama Ekadashi, Shobana found his kingdom on the peak of Mount Mandarachala, able to fulfill all his desires and bestow upon him everlasting happiness like that achieved from the transcendental Kamadhenu milk cow. O greatest of kings, I have thus narrated to you the glories of Rama Ekadashi that falls in the dark fortnight of the month of Kartik. Anyone who observes sacred Ekadashi during both the light and dark fortnight of each month is undoubtedly freed from the reactions to the sin of killing a Brahmana. One should not differentiate between the Ekadashis of the light and dark parts of the month. As we have seen, both can award pleasure in this world and liberate even the most sinful and fallen souls. Just as black cows and white cows give equally good quality milk, so the Ekadashis of the dark fortnight, Krishna Paksha, and the light fortnight, Shukla or Gaura Paksha, award the same high degree of merit and eventually liberate one from the repeated cycle of birth and death. Anyone who simply hears this narration of the glories of the sacred day of Rama Ekadashi is freed from all kinds of sins and attain the supreme abode of Lord Vishnu. Thus ends the narration for the glories of the sacred Kartik Krishna Ekadashi or Rama Ekadashi from the Brahma Vaivartana Purana of Srila Krishna Dvaipayana Veda Vyas. Hare Krishna, wish you all a very happy Ekadashi and thank you for staying back. We'll end the call here.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Thank you.